Hey lovelies, it's your girl April. So I wanted to get with you guys so you can know. Wait, 1 second. I gotta sneeze. That's me. Don't you just hate like when you sneeze and it like takes over your whole body? Like, dang it. Okay, alright, back to business. Alright, so the two trades that we're managing right now is AUD USD and NZD USD. So the AUD USD we've been in for a while at 0.6899, and as you can see, my stop is still pretty low because I'm trading off of the monthly time frame, and I want to be in it for as long as possible, which is months to, if I'm lucky, years. We'll see how price action continues on. If I need to, go down to the weekly to lock in profit, because things seem crazy in the world. Who knows? I mean, but it's already crazy, and this is the outcome that we have. So, kind of, thinking about those fundamentals as well as to why the trade is going the way it's going. But I plan on being in it for a long time, so that's why my stop is still fairly low. And you'll see in a little bit how the chart correlates to that. And then the other pair that I'm in on, that I recently got in on this week, is the NZD USD at 0.6607. If you watched a previous video with me, there was a consolidation range that this particular NZD pair was in. So if you were able to get in within that area of consolidation, you're probably sitting pretty nicely right now. Okay. All right, so let's go see how do we go about managing these trades and where to put our stops. So again, if you plan on being in on the trade, a long-term position trade, you want to make sure that you are putting your stop at either a weekly, we'll say a daily, weekly, or monthly time frame. If you plan on being in it, let's say, like me, for months to years, monthly is going to be your best bet, right? If you want to put down a little bit of the risk, you can put your stops from the previous low or high of the previous candle from the weekly, but with that you still have to be careful as to how is the previous week trading. So if you had, something like a hammer, like a down hammer, something like that, or just showed a little bit more bearish price action, if you are in on a long or a buy, then you kind of want to leave it at the week prior, just in case the next week shows a deeper retracement, which you'll see on AUD USD. Let's go to that pair. So this is the monthly time frame, okay? So as you can see, the lowest low of the previous month was 0.6886, but my position is 0.6899. So to make sure that either worst case scenario get stopped out without a loss, so break even, that would be at 0.6899 or a little bit higher. So as you can see, mine was at 0.6907. But let's say that I wanted to bring down the risk and lock in profit from a weekly time frame. So this was the previous week. If, depending on how low your stop was, because this is the previous low at 0.7088, and this week it went as low as, actually it went a little bit lower than this. So it went to about 0.7074. So depending on how big of a stop you had, you could have possibly had gotten stopped out. But with this particular candle, right, if I was trading it, I would have left my stop on this weekly low, only because there was more bearish momentum with this particular week, as you can see with this wick up here. So just to be on the safe side, I wouldn't have moved my stop yet. I would have just left it, you know, at the, what is this, 0.6960. Me personally, I usually like to keep my stops at either a 3 or a 7. Don't ask me. So for me, it would have been at 0.6957, just to be on the safe side. I found that for some reason with odd numbers, you're less likely to get stopped out than you are with even numbers, because most people think in 5s and 2s and stuff like that. But again, put your stop wherever you need to put your stop. But I would have left this at the previous week candle is the biggest point that I'm trying to make with you guys. Okay, so now I want to see if she can break the last week's previous high, which was 0.7230. So let's see how high it trades. Right now we're on Wednesday, so a fairly decent amount of price action still yet to be had. All right, so that is managing that AUD USD pair. And if you are trading or locking in profit from your daily, so this was yesterday's, obviously your stop would have been right here. I would not move my stop until this particular candle is done trading. Okay, so on Thursdays when I would move my stop to here, this 0.7108, just saying, okay, to kind of give yourself a little bit more leeway. All right, so then the next pair that we're going to be trading is the NZD USD. Okay, All right, NZD USD. And then let's load our chart for this one. All right. So with this particular pair, right now we're at 0.6653. Again, I'm in at 0.6607. And like I told you guys, there was a range that it was trading in. Let me see if we're able to see that on this 1 hour. Yep. So this was the area that I told you guys to look out for. So from 0.6615 to 0.6576, and as you can see, it went a little bit lower, like I said, the 0.6574. But if you would have put a pending order anywhere in this area, you are doing fairly good right now, right? Okay, so where is she going? Most likely to this next level of previous support or resistance. This is previous support, so that's now going to be resistance for her to conquer. On a monthly time frame, as you can see, she has broken this downtrend, because remember, it was on an uptrend, but then it surpassed it and now it's coming back. So right now we still want to trade very cautiously, just because we haven't been able to have a full green candle break of this particular trend line. So once she's trading in this area, I would say it's more of a green like a go, as in like we're going to now start seeing this upward movement again with NZD USD. So for my stop, the reason why I put my stop where I did was just because of the simple fact that on the 1 hour, which is where you can see this area of consolidation, want to put our stop 10 to 15 pips below, this area of consolidation. And until, a couple of more weeks go by, because again, I would be trading this for long-term trade, just like AUD USD, I won't be moving my stop anytime soon. If you want to move your stop, make sure you're doing it. If you just got in this week, at least wait until next week finishes before moving your stop if you plan on being in it for, at least a couple of weeks. If you are planning on just day trading this, then great. I'm not a day trader. Like I said, I'm more of a positional trader. But that's basically how we're managing our trades. We're managing these long-term position trades from either a monthly or weekly standpoint. And we're using the previous candle, depending on how it traded, to move our stop. So the week that you're on, you're not going to move your stop from the last week until your candle has fully finished. And then you've seen, okay, are we still with the bullish momentum, or are we now starting to see a little bit more bearish momentum? Because then you may have to readjust your current strategy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Manage your trades wisely, manage your accounts wisely. Just because I put on whatever I put on for my lot sizes doesn't mean that you should do the same, especially if you're recently starting out. I started out with micro and mini lots first, so I'd highly advise you guys to do that until you get used to trading and managing your account with profitable trades. Okay, so thanks for watching. Deuces.